Good afternoon, everyone. This Sunday, May 31st, Myrtle Grove Baptist Church will once again have services right here in the sanctuary on the corner of Pioneer and Myrtle Grove Roads. As always, our doors are open to everyone. Everyone is welcome. However, these are crazy times due to the coronavirus, so we're going to do services a little bit different. Please know this. Regardless of how you feel about the government's mandates from Washington and Raleigh, our mission includes your safety and protection. To keep you and your family safe, I'll be giving you some recommendations based on the latest information we have. I'm going to be as thorough as possible in this video as I walk you through this. First, let's talk about service times. There will be 3 worship services as we regather. The times for those services are 8:30, 9:45, and 11 a.m. The services will last approximately 45 minutes. You can attend any service you wish, but here are some helpful recommendations. The 8:30 service is particularly designed for our senior saints, especially those with health issues and those who are at risk. I encourage you, if you are in either one of those categories, to come to 8:30. The 9:45 service will be geared toward families with children. During this time, Arlene Suggs, our children's director, will be giving a children's message, and Pastor Glenn will be speaking and giving the message of the morning. Now, since our children's programs will not be held for now, this service will include that special time for our kids. The 11 o'clock service will be for anyone, regardless of age. So 3 services, 8:30, 9:45, and 11. Second, let's talk about some precautions. The sanctuary is already set up with social distancing in mind. We ask that you please sit with your families or with those you live with. Some of you will want to come in wearing a mask or gloves, and that is absolutely your prerogative. The CDC actually recommends that. We will be sanitizing and disinfecting before and after each service, and so we'll do our part to make sure that there's no spread of germs here. There'll be 2 entry doors available for you to enter. The front door, which is which comes into our lobby facing Myrtle Grove Road, will be one entrance, and also the door to my left right now, which is the closest to building 2 and closest to our stage. When you enter, you can sit where you wish, but we encourage you to sit in a particular area. This will help us when we get ready to dismiss you after the service. All doors will be open for dismissal, and we will instruct you as to which one is best for you. Third, let's talk about the service itself. Let me emphasize again, this is a temporary situation. Some of you have no fears of returning, while others are very afraid. We will still do 2 live streams for those of you who want to postpone your return. You can watch via website or Facebook or YouTube, and they will take place at 9:45 and 11 a.m. But for those of you who do come to one of our church services, please know that we are temporarily changing certain aspects of our service to satisfy some of the recommended and common sense requirements. For example, so many are afraid of the singing aspect of the worship service because we tend to spray as we sing. Our teams will sing to your hearts, and you can experience what the Lord said through Paul when he said, "Sing and make a melody in your heart." As I hear the lyrics, I'm going to hum because I have a really big mouth. We also will be taking the offering differently. We will not be passing the plates. We will have offering boxes at each door for your tithes and offerings. Of course, you can still give your offering and tithes through our website, through the mail, or by dropping your gifts off at the office. Remember, in all of these changes, this is a temporary situation. But we want to open. And we know if we open with a spirited service because our hearts are right with God and because our attitudes are right with God, that God will be pleased and worship will take place. Finally, let's talk about you. No one will judge you if you choose to come or choose to stay home and watch via live stream or via YouTube. We're reopening because we feel, as leaders of the church, and the deacons are unanimous on this, we feel that this is God's timing for us to regather here at Myrtle Grove Baptist Church. We looked at what other people are doing, what other churches are doing, what everybody advises and doesn't advise, and we feel like we have a safe and protected environment for you and your family. Let me say that having lost a church member to complications associated with COVID-19, I am not interested in taking unnecessary chances. As well, after the service, some of you might be led of the Lord to make a spiritual decision, and you might want to pray with someone. Well, let me just tell you, if you have a spiritual issue after the service and you want to stay in your seat, that's what we'll ask you to do. Stay in your seat while everyone else is dismissed. And then I will come out, or one of the leaders or pastors will come out. We'll come to you, respecting your space and respecting our own space, and we will pray with you right there at your seat, because we don't want you to be neglected. We want you to find what God has for you here. Finally, many of you attend Sunday school classes. Our staff has made it possible for you to get your quarterly lesson books in the breezeway between services and at other times. Just simply consult the office for that. Lori will be here all week. Some of your classes will be open in different locations and open locations, or they might be on Zoom. So be sure to check with your teachers about where your class will meet and when it will meet. As I close, once again, let me urge you to keep your hearts open to the Lord and be obedient to Him. I loathe changes like this, but more than I loathe changes, I hate taking chances of hurting anyone. I know that there's a lot going around about what the governor said or what the president said and all of those types of things. And I want you to know as a church that we are very careful to listen to the Lord and listen to His mandates and to follow scriptural requirements first. May God bless you. I hope to see you on Sunday, one way or the other.